Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Utah Jazz. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. They've got Harris. Morant is out there with Chris Paul. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Williamson in at the 3 spot. Clock at 6. Johnson, the pass to Miller. There's Brown with the 3, and Embiid pulls it down. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah's. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
The shot's good from Paul.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart, and we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
And Paul gets it to go in.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big, recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Back to Smith. Jazz passing it around. Johnson up top. The pass to Smith. Now Johnson. Miller, that's for 2. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Embiid, no good.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Brown outside. Pass to Miller. Utah needs to get off a shot here. For 3, Smith. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Morant passes to Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
Brown outside. On the wing, Johnson. Miller outside. From 12 feet out. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Miller.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Morant. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Just superior focus for Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Smith comes in for Smith, and it's Brown in for Johnson. The Pelicans also changing it up. Julius Randle's checked in for Tobias Harris. Joe Harris comes in for Williamson. And it's Rozier in for Chris Paul.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
Brown, the pass to Brown. No good with the triple. Pelicans leading by 6. Morant, and finished off by Morant.
gives a team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
He feeds it to Randall, and he banks in the layup.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions. Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Three-pointer by Embiid. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Brown. To end the run. The Jazz shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That free throw good from Brown. And the Pelicans making a change here. And Brown drops them both. 9 seconds left to play here in the first. Out to Harris. Three-pointer, Randall. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pelicans lead by 8. The second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Embiid is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Rozier in at the two-guard spot. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Well, there's been some interesting moves in the Bayou, and this team is set up a roster that I think has some great potential. I mean, there's a lot of talent, a lot of interesting players that are on this roster, and I'm excited for their future.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Davis is checked in for Miller. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. You definitely saw New Orleans making calculated moves, Brent, in the draft.
Yeah, there's some perfect fits alongside what a healthy Zion Williamson will bring to the court. And so if he's in there making that impact, there's a lot of complementary skill sets on this roster that will elevate them to being much more competitive sooner than you think.
Outside, Davis. Nice ball movement by Utah. Lets a floater go.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
And Utah making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The Pelicans also changing it up. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Rozier. And it's John Morant in for Halliburton. Round kicks to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Smith. Johnson's got 6 points.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Morant dishes to Williamson. Outside to Brogdon. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jazz trail by 7. Davis looking for an opening. Here's Smith. It's good.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Randall is screen on Davis. Grant passes it to Harris. Good on the baseline, Jay. And the Pelicans lead by 7. And Brent, is an NBA player, there's tremendous competition, but also shared respect, and some say a brotherhood. How does that all balance out?
I think, Kevin, there's a clear line of delineation of what you're talking about once playoff time hits the NBA. I mean, during the regular season, you see a lot of guys spending some time with one another, but come playoff time, I'd be hard-pressed to find that kind of interaction because guys know what's on the line, they know what's at stake, and competition always reigns supreme.
Smith on the wing. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Here's Davis. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Brogdon with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Over in the corner, Randall. Williamson in the post. He's guarded by Johnson. And Morant gets it to go.
A smart play. Signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
Brown outside. Smith left side. 11 feet away. Off the left rim and out. Pelicans leading by 8. Harris passes to Randall. Out to Morant. From deep. Here's Harris. Morant outside. Sinks the triple. Morant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Davis, the pass to Terrell. Now here's Brown. Smith on the wing. Here's Johnson. No good with the layup. Gets it off. Doesn't go that time. And that concludes the first half. Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
The Pelicans, 31.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
They've got Smith. Miller is out there with Brown. Then it's Johnson, and it's Terrell in at the center. That's the group right now for Utah.
I mean, it's impossible right now to think about a defender not going for that kind of fake from Chris Paul.
Both free throws good from Paul. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Morant with it. Now Smith defending. The shot by Paul, no good. Jazz trail by 13. Brown kicks to Johnson. Pass to Miller. Puts it up from 15. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Pelicans shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. A nice shot by Embiid. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And the strength of Embiid oftentimes just overwhelms the defense, able to absorb physical coverage and still finish.
Here's Miller and Embiid with the block. And the pass to Harris. Back to Embiid. Beyond the arc. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Embiid's got 5 points in the quarter.
And the stretch 5 capabilities of Embiid, just another layer of his game that makes him so dangerous.
And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. Brown is checked in for Utah. The Pelicans also changing it up. Harris comes in for Williamson. And Halliburton subbed in for Ja Morant. Pelicans leading by 18. Halliburton finds Embiid. Out to Harris. Embiid with a screen on Miller. Harris passes to Embiid. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Embiid's got 11 points.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Pass to Brown. Floats one. Rejected by Harris. Halliburton outside. Embiid with a screen on Brown. Halliburton for three. No good on the shot.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
Kicks it out to Paul for three. Drains it from beyond the arc. 9 points in the game so far.
Although he's a pass-first kind of player, Chris Paul does enjoy catching the defenses off guard, and I love that quick shot.
Smith checked in for Smith. Randall's checked in for New Orleans. Terry Rozier comes in for Harris. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Miller outside. Pass to Brown. Brown kicks to Miller. Jazz passing it around. Let's go. That one off the back iron and out. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Paul dishes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
The Jazz have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Terrell, the pass to Brown. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Rozier finds Paul. Outside for Halliburton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Halliburton's got 7 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Paul passes to Rozier. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win. What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
And stolen by Williamson. It could go. That shot is off. And so it's New Orleans holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going, Ja Morant, he's out there with Brogdon. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Embiid, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And taking a look at the Pelicans, lots of talent have come through that program over the years, and they're loaded now.
Yeah, they've brought in some talent. They've done a good job in the draft and trying to find ways to hold on to these guys, along with having a healthy Zion. If all that comes together, it's definitely going to help their chances to be more competitive.
Simmons' shot is good.
And the closer Simmons gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes. I love watching him in attack mode.
Davis, the pass to Terrell.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
A different look for Utah. Brown is checked in for Miller, and Smith subbed in for Smith. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Humphries against Morant. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Smith outside to the middle. Here's Terrell. No good there. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. It's Morant in the corner. Down low. From 7. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night. Davis dishes to Smith. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. On the wing, Davis. The 15-footer. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Brogdon kicks to Harris. Buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brown against Embiid. Here's Terrell. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Morant.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Pass to Humphries. Back to Brown. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. To the inside. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Feeds to Simmons. It's stolen by Brown. With the teardrop. And Embiid with the block. To the paint. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Now the pass to Brown. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Pass to Terrell. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. A floater. Humphries, no good. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They've gone on a 13-0 run.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for New Orleans.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Joel Embiid.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Johnson, the pass to Miller. And here's Smith. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter, and there it is for him.
And with those points, he's able to stop a 15-0 run by the Pelicans.
Picked by Randall. Morant dishes to Randall, and Randall throws it down.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Johnson against Morant. Here's Terrell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for the Jazz. At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. And here's Morant with the drive, and finished off by Morant.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching The End.
Let's make this.
Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Darius Garland is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Jokic in at center. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. The Knicks with the rebound.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Gordon on the wing. Back to Conley. Lopez with it. 5 to shoot. Here's Gobert. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Garland against Conley. Edwards for 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him. The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves, trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Porzingis passes to Garland. And Mike Conley picks up the foul.
Mike Conley.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Garland finds Murray. Now here's Jokic, defended by Gobert. They grab their own miss. This one for 3. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Jokic.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
Here's Ginobili, defended by Murray. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul. New York calls timeout.
Timeout, New York. Who wants a t-shirt? Get on your feet. Make some noise.
Here's Ginobili. Shot from the inbound. The shot no good.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Thank you, Knicks Breaker.
And they double up Murray. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Murray. That shot missing. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Here's Ginobili. Gordon on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Over Edwards. New York no good that time either. The Nets with the lead. And Aaron Gordon, Grant.
Using that to his advantage, involved with some apps. And we've seen a lot of players getting into the tech world. Great to see guys like Gordon branching out into business.
Now here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Nikola Jokic.
And the Stifle Tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior.
So both teams changing it up here, and that's good as he hits both shots. Well, for the Knicks, what's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, B.A. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender. Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's Brunson. Good work there as it goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Brunson passes to Lopez. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. Outside, Green. Outside, Edwards. From downtown, the Knicks pull it in. Now here's Maxey. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Brunson. The 3. Mobley grabs the board. Here's Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Nets up 5. Nope.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kids.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from the Nets, what do you think, guys?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Nets. Nikola Jokic is out there with Mobley. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Green. And it's Murray in at the 2. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Nikola Jokic again has won the league MVP, but he's not one to beat his own chest. He said, quote, "I never think about it. I didn't come here to be the MVP of the league. I always think that somebody's better than me, and I want to compete to beat them. Just by that mentality alone, I'm the underdog every time." Brian?
Well, it's working for him, Allie. Thanks. Outside, Green fires the three. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New York trailing. Maxey passes to Lopez. Gordon on the wing. Down low. Lopez can't hit.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Poole against Murray. Over Poole. And a beautiful finish by DeJounte Murray. Murray's gotten his first basket of the night. Poole against Green. For three, Gordon. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, ever since the Nets relocated to Brooklyn in 2012, the rivalry between the Nets and Knicks has intensified. Now, both teams trying to prove that New York belongs to them.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Poole, the pass to Kuzma. The kick out to Poole. Gordon with a screen on Green. Pass to Gordon. Kuzma outside. And here's Lopez. Over Jokic. New York no good that time either. It'll be hard for the Nets to take New York City away from the Knicks. They've been there so long.
That's so true, B.A. But the Nets have attracted more star players lately. Top free agents choosing to go to the Nets instead of the Knicks. We'll see if this trend continues moving on. He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
When you're talking about Mobley, where do you start? In terms of length, skill set, he's got a great offensive skill set, and he's got a great defensive skill set. This man has the old school grit and grind mentality.
Porzingis has checked in for Brooklyn. Garland comes in for Green. Porzingis high post. Out to Garland. Three-pointer. Drains the triple. Garland's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
He doesn't waste any time right there thinking about it. Garland gets that hot pass and moves.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Maxey. The Knicks have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Conley passes to Brunson. There's the screen by Kuzma to the inside. Stolen by Mobley. And now the Nets on the break. Garland, no good. Kuzma against Mobley. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Here's Garland. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Gobert with a screen on Murray to stop the run. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Oh, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Conley against Murray. Pass to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Here's Murray. Driving in. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. And the Nets lead by 11.
That is Murray's game. He doesn't settle. He is always in attack mode.
Pass to Ginobili. Over Edwards. Ginobili, no good. The Nets have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Here's Porzingis. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Kuzma. Banked it in off the glass.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Brooklyn with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. To the left wing. Murray for 3. That one doesn't drop. Outside Brunson. Here's Ginobili. Ooh! it in time, but it's off the mark. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
23.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall in line.
They've got Rudy Gobert. Brook Lopez is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Mike Conley. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we get going in the second half. Murray, a screen on Conley. Back to Murray. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. And the front office for Brooklyn has said they need selfless players who want to be there and are available.
Well, B.A., the message is pretty clear. After Kyrie Irving missed most of last year due to personal choices, the Nets want all hands on deck this go-around.
Looking for a high percentage shot, Garland wants the best look he can get.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And in 2021, when the Nets traded for James Harden, they became the favorites. And after it all fell apart last season, many were left wondering what might have been.
Murray passes to Garland. Back to Murray. Puts it up from 12. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Gordon down low, guarded by Edwards. Lopez passes to Conley. Off target from outside. You know, for the Nets, history repeating itself. Think back to 2013, their trade with the Celtics, creating another star trio. It didn't work out, and it set the franchise back for years, RJ.
Yeah, but credit the front office. They made something out of nothing. They got young assets, and they got them these stars. And they are still in a relatively strong position because they got a ton of picks in return.
Tyrese Maxey's checked in for New York. Poole comes in for Mike Conley. And the Nets also making a change. Green is checked in. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Poole against Garland. And here's Lopez from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Shot is good by Gordon.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Murray with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Back to Garland. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Lopez. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Maxey. It's Poole on the wing. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic, becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
Kuzma's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Poole. Lopez with the steal. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Talk about strength and athletic ability. Lopez can maneuver against his opponents down low.
And Nikola Jokic breaking barriers at the center position, Greg.
Oh, so true, B.A. That 1,500 season, it never been done before. The Joker's ability to be a facilitator at the 5, almost a point center, we've never really seen that before.
A remarkable defensive play. The replay showing once again the tenacity on that end.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
And stolen by Brunson. Here we go, one-on-one. Maxey finds Brunson. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
Fourth team foul.
That's good from Garland. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Reed.
Anthony Edwards.
Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Garland. Lets the three fly. Buries it from 3. Garland's got 10 points in the game.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Section gets t-shirts lost their way.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Ginobili. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
The first one falls.
Manu Ginobili at the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Outside Garland. And finished off by Garland.
Oh, what a move by Garland. This dunk might make the rounds in the talk shows tomorrow.
Here's Ginobili, guarded by Edwards. Ginobili, no good. The Nets have gone 7 of 10 here in the second half. Here's Garland, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Garland's got 11 points in the quarter. The Knicks have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Lopez, the screen on Garland. Brunson with it, picked up by Allen. Kuzma for 3. That one no good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Edwards, the pass to Mobley. Allen with it, covered by Lopez. Here's Garland. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Ginobili. He's got 5. Kuzma with a screen on Edwards. And he drives in. He gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Knicks shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. On the floor for the Nets. They've got Darius Garland. Anthony Edwards out there with Mobley. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center position, locking down the middle. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
DeJounte Murray.
And man, it has been so impressive watching Evan Mobley, my pick for the Rookie of the Year, make such a quick impact in the league. You got to be excited about his future.
And the Nets shooting the rock well at 46%. Here's Garland driving to the basket and finished off by Garland.
Shaping up to be a nice night from Garland, and his offensive energy right now, the team should be pretty excited.
Shoots a fadeaway. Gobert, no good. And what you have to admire about Mobley is how long he is.
He uses his length well to get his shot off in the post, as well as on defense where he understands how to distract shooters. Such a promising player.
And here's New York now. Kuzma against Murray. Kuzma, that's good.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
48-28.
The Nets have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And Mobley throws it down.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Darius Garland.
I mean, come on. His offensive focus was just second to none in this game. He really He found his rhythm early and didn't give the defense a chance at all.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Outside Edwards. And the three off target.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Maxey. And he makes it on the layup.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Garland for three. Kuzma with the defensive effort for New York. They've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Gobert. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going. Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
Here's Garland. And they'll get another chance. Mobley passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Murray. From the arc. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Second team. I think Murray knows exactly what he's doing. He's going to go to that defender knowing he's going to get contact.
Brook Lopez is checked in for New York. And he nails the third. And you look at the numbers Murray puts up, Grant. He's a threat to post a triple-double on any given night.
And I love that about him, B.A. I mean, he brings it in every aspect of the game. He doesn't hunt stats. The game just finds him. With his steal rate, might be the best bet to put up a quadruple-double in the league one day.
54-35.
Garland with the ball. From the baseline. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
2022 proved to be a momentous year for Darius Garland, making his first All-Star game, which had to validate all of his hard work so far.
Garland also managed to make some noise in the All-Star game, Richard.
Yeah, he certainly came to play in front of his hometown. He hopped off the bench and dropped 13 points, the most of any reserve player on this squad. Some pretty impressive stuff.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
So for the Knicks, Kuzma's checked in for Gobert. And it's Poole in for Maxey. So Brooklyn going with almost an entire new group here. Reed's checked in for Jokic. Allen comes in for Mobley. Martin, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And Green is subbed in for Garland. Out of bounds, it'll be New York's ball. The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Gordon with a screen on Green. Pass to Lopez. That one goes. Count it.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Nets.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Darius Garland.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today. Made great reads and distributed the ball accordingly.
He hits the second from the line. One thing Kenyon Martin Jr. definitely has, Richard, is a big vertical.
Oh, I played with his father, and both of them knew how to defy gravity. He managed to block the dunk attempts of some of the tallest players, and he can take the ball straight to the rim for a slam of his own.
Now Green. To the left side wing. Reed, a screen on Poole. Murray. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And the Nets lead by 17. And here's New York now. Here's Poole. Uses the glass on the layup.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Pass to Allen. On the wing, Green. The three-pointer off the mark. Kuzma against Green. Here's Gordon. Another shot. And it's good on the layup.
And the athleticism of Gordon helps on the offensive glass. I just love when he goes after second chance scoring opportunities like that.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Al. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For our terrific 2K Sports crew, this
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's an exciting Sunday night edition. GA, it's all yours.
Thanks, Kevin. Now,
oh, you're a great feeder. You're a terrific passer, David. I'll take it from you anytime. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. We've got Luka Doncic, DeRozan out there with Lowry. Then it's Mitchell, and it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Chicago, they've got Jordan. Chris Middleton is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Holiday, and it's Butler in at the 3 spot. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
6 to shoot. Second chance shot. And Jordan with the layup.
High percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
Doncic passes to Lowry. Here's Doncic. Adebayo with a screen on Holiday. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And the 3 off target. Here's Middleton, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the picture of consistency, Chris Middleton is like a metronome. Gives you 20 points, over 5 rebounds and assists every year.
And one reason for Middleton's consistency, he plays at his own pace.
And that's a great point, Kevin. And with his size and shooting touch, he doesn't need to blow by his man to score. All about getting to his spots.
Passes it to Adebayo. Shoots from the block.
What defensive focus from Middleton. Able to anticipate the shot and get a hand on it.
On the wing, Doncic. Over Holiday. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Ayton sets the pick for Jordan. Ayton dishes to Jordan. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Vucevic checked in for Adebayo.
Checking in for the Celtics, Nikola Vucevic.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Middleton. Vucevic with the rebound. The Celtics have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
We know he can score the basketball, especially in the mid-range area.
Middleton, a screen on Doncic. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Ayton wide open. Buries it from three-point range.
Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler. Sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive ability. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
They get it again. Vucevic. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Miles Turner, he's checked in for 8. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bridges in for Jordan. You're right, defense, it's been terrific for him. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
Turner trying to free himself up, and again, Chicago, no good. Here's Mitchell, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
I really like Donovan Mitchell's composure out there, leading this team by example.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the Bulls. Boston also with the sub. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Butler. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Butler on the wing. Capella covering. Butler passes to Claxton. The kick out to Cunningham. Inside. The Bulls need to get a shot on. Drills the three-pointer.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. He's off on that one. Bridges with some nice defense. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Turner. Good work defensively by Capella. Boston trailing. Here's Hayward, and he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
Gotta keep your eye on Hayward at all times. He is never scared to rise up and throw it through.
Here's Claxton. The shot comes out. It's all tied in Chicago. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
11, ladies and gentlemen, your full youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor at first. They had the defense scrambling.
Reason why, excellent spacing. They may not stay this hot all game, but hard to bet against them.
On the floor for Boston, they've got Adebayo. Doncic out there with ball. Then there's Lowry. And it's DeRozan in at the 4 slot.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
And the foul called on Cade Cunningham.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Bulls making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in. DeRozan against Middleton. And it's DeRozan missing. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for the Bulls. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
And Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks. Shows you how special Turner's all-around game is.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Lowry can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Jordan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Ayton a screen on DeRozan. Here's Middleton. Rebounded by the Celtics. DeRozan finds Doncic. Smart deciding where to go with it. Adebayo with a screen on Middleton. And it's Doncic missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Kicks it down to Middleton. And another miss by Chicago. Celtics leading by 7. And defensively, Chicago's so solid. Steve, they don't gamble a lot. They just get the job done.
Kevin, they do. Well, how they get it done, they rely on their intelligence. Good communication at that end. Could they be more disruptive? Maybe, but they play to their identity.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside for Lowry. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Miles Turner, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Chris Middleton. Butler, he's checked in for Jordan. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Great awareness by Capella to recognize the breakdown defensively.
Bulls trail by 9. To the inside, here's Claxton. Bridges against Mitchell. Bridges misses. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 14-5 run. In the corner, it's Hayward. A putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
Nice hustle from Nikola on the offensive glass, protecting the play and finishing it strong.
Cunningham passes to Butler. Turner inside. Vucevic on him. And that one, good.
A big like Turner just using that height inside. It's almost a lost art.
In the corner, it's Hayward. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Bulls ball.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Bridges outside. Tries again, and Capella sends it back.
Nice discipline defensively for Capella. Does a great job of contesting shots without fouling.
Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 7 on the bucket from Bridges.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he can.
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter.
27.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
Jordan is out there with Holiday. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And here is Mitchell. Misses the 3.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
And Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight, and like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Doncic outside. For three, Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. Holiday against Doncic. Left side, Butler. And they double up Butler. Middleton the pass to Holiday. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Boston leading by 5. There's the pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Middleton. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And again, Chicago. No good. On the wing, Mitchell. And again, Boston with the triple.
At the arc, Donovan Mitchell can be devastating. He's a confident shooter who will take any look he gets.
2 points. That one goes. Jordan's got 7 points here in this quarter.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
There is no let up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
To the middle, deflects the pass. And here's Mitchell from the arc. The rebound by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Kicks it down to Middleton. His 3-pointers off the mark. Celtics leading by 6. Down low. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Mitchell. DeRozan's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
On your feet.
Chicago, going with an almost entirely new group. Miles Turner, he's checked in for 8. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Chris Middleton. Mikal Bridges checked in for Jordan. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Cunningham. Doesn't go for him. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. In the corner, Smart with it. From outside, off the mark. Bulls trail by 8. Turner with a screen on Smart. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Love the level of concentration by Jimmy Butler on that play.
And the Celtics making a change here. DeRozan's checked in.
Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is worth it.
Here's Turner, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Ball dishes to Vucevic. Smart wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Butler. Banked in off the glass.
Wow, the strength of Jimmy Butler fends off defenders well when he goes up to score.
Smart on the wing. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First personal foul.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
An assertive play in the pick and roll. I love how Cade Cunningham cuts apart the defense with his passing.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Deep 2 from Ball. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Now Bridges. He's got 5. The kick outside to Butler. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 5.
Please give a big round of applause for your Bulls.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Bulls trail by 5. On the court right now for the Celtics. Bam Adebayo is out there with Vucevic. Then there's Lowry. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Doncic in at the point. The Celtics shooting around 41% on the night. Loads it up for Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
It's stolen by Lowry. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way in. And the Celtics lead by 9. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Miles Turner.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just 1 All-Star appearance for Drew Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
To the paint. And Ayton the bucket on the assist from Michael Jordan.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Bridges with the board. You know, Greg, you can make the case Drew Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
And, you know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just 1 All-Star game, but Drew's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
Celtics leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Adebayo's got 4 this quarter.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Here's Holiday. Here's Ayton. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Adebayo with the bucket.
The emergence of Adebayo as a scorer, this franchise has to be ecstatic.
Doncic against Holiday. Rebounded by the Celtics. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next step, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
The Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Celtics. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Doncic with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Bulls trail by 6.
2 minutes.
Here's Jordan, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 12 points in just the second half.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, to more Jordan wants the ball.
Balls check in for Boston. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for the guys during the timeout. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Jordan. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot.
The second one drops, and that will put them up by 9. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Chicago shooting around 40% from the floor here. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
4th team foul.
Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Down low. Here's DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. And that's now 6 points for DeMar DeRozan. Bulls trail by 10. 3-pointer. Butler. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Austin's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Celtics.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Bulls foul. Michael
and Bam Adebayo. Steve, what a force he's become over the years.
Yes, Kevin. The impact really started once he became a starter. And you've seen his scoring go to the roof. Bam Adebayo has been fairly solid from the line throughout his career.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Turner's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Chris Middleton. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Drew Holiday.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Butler. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That's a fantastic dribble move from Butler. He's extremely confident with his dribble.
Now here's Smart. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony,